Most veterans believe military base benefits are reserved for military retirees or veterans rated 100% disabled. But that is not true. If the VA has granted you a service-connected disability rating, even a 0% rating, you may already qualify to shop at military commissaries and exchanges and use certain recreational facilities located on military installations. That can include golf courses, bowling centers, campgrounds, recreational lodging, movie theaters, equipment rentals, marinas, restaurants, and several other benefits many veterans never realize they have. In this video, I'll explain what veterans rated from 0% through 90% can use, what identification you need, how to get through the gate, what your spouse can and cannot do, and several important limitations you need to understand before visiting a military installation. And make sure you stay until the end, because having base access does not mean you receive every benefit available to military retirees or veterans rated 100%. The basic eligibility requirement is surprisingly simple. If you were honorably discharged and have a VA documented service-connected disability rating, you may qualify for these expanded military base privileges. And the important detail is that the law does not require a compensable disability rating. That means veterans rated 10%, 30%, 50%, or 90% can qualify. But so can a veteran with a service-connected condition rated at 0%. A 0% rating may not produce monthly VA disability compensation, but the condition is still officially recognized as service-connected. That service connection can unlock commissary, exchange, and certain MWR privileges. MWR stands for Morale, Welfare, and Recreation. Purple Heart recipients, former prisoners of war, and certain VA-approved family caregivers may also qualify under separate eligibility categories. However, this video is focused specifically on veterans rated from 0% through 90%. Veterans rated 100% disabled or receiving qualifying individual unemployability may be eligible for a Department of Defense Uniformed Services Identification Card and broader privileges. If you qualify for that Department of Defense card, you should generally use it instead of your Veteran Health Identification Card. Now let's talk about the identification most veterans below 100% will use. The easiest credential is usually the Veteran Health Identification Card, commonly called the VHIC. Your VHIC should display the words Service Connected underneath your photograph. This is different from the basic Veteran ID card that veterans can order as proof of military service. The ordinary Veteran ID card does not establish eligibility for these military base benefits. The updated installation access process also allows eligible veterans to enroll using a Real ID compliant driver's license or state identification card. However, there is an important difference between getting through the gate and proving that you are eligible to use the benefits once you are inside. If you use a VHIC displaying Service Connected, that card can be used to verify your eligibility at the commissary, exchange, or authorized MWR facility. If you do not have a VHIC, you should also bring your VA Service-Connected Disability Letter or other accepted VA eligibility documentation. You may need to show that documentation when shopping or using a recreational facility. On your first visit to each military installation, do not drive directly to the gate and assume that simply showing your card will automatically get you inside. You will normally need to stop at the installation's Visitor Control Center first. At the Visitor Center, you will present your VHIC or Real ID, complete an identity and background screening, and have your eligibility electronically verified. Once your credential is enrolled, you can ordinarily present that same card directly at the gate during future visits. Enrollment is typically valid for 1 to 3 years or until 1 year after your last visit to that installation. That means continued visits may keep your enrollment active depending on the installation's system and local procedures. If your VHIC or Real ID expires, you will need to return to the Visitor Control Center and enroll your replacement credential. You must also complete the enrollment process separately at each military installation you visit. Registering your VHIC at one Air Force base, for example, does not automatically register it at every other base in the country. Every installation commander also retains authority over local security. Access may be restricted because of elevated security conditions, special events, installation capacity, or other operational requirements. That is why the process can differ slightly from one installation to another, even though the general federal policy is the same. Once you are through the gate, the benefits extend much further than many veterans realize. Benefit number one is military exchange shopping. Qualified service-connected veterans can shop at military exchanges in person. Depending on the branch and installation, this may be called the PX, BX, Navy Exchange, Marine Corps Exchange, or Coast Guard Exchange. Military exchanges sell electronics, clothing, shoes, household goods, appliances, furniture, outdoor equipment, beauty products, seasonal merchandise, and military-themed items. Exchange purchases are generally free from state sales tax, and shoppers may also receive access to military promotions and special pricing. Eligible veterans can shop through military exchange websites as well. They may also apply for the Military Star Card, subject to the program's normal credit requirements. Depending on the installation, exchange privileges may extend to express stores or shopettes, gas stations, Class 6 stores, food courts, barber shops, and other exchange-operated concessions. However, the exchange will not necessarily beat Walmart, Amazon, Costco, or another civilian retailer on every product. The real advantage is the combination of tax-free shopping, military promotions, and access to another shopping option that most civilians cannot use. You should still compare prices, especially on expensive electronics and appliances. Benefit number two is commissary grocery shopping. Service-connected veterans rated from 0% through 90% can shop at military commissaries. That includes ordinary groceries, meat, produce, household necessities, international foods, commissary store brands, and manufacturer coupons. Many commissaries also offer Click to Go, which allows eligible patrons to place an order online and pick up their groceries at the store. But there are fees you should understand before deciding how much money the commissary will actually save you. Commissary purchases include the standard 5% surcharge applied to commissary shoppers. Veterans who qualify through the expanded service-connected category may also be charged a small payment processing fee. The currently posted fee is 1.43% when using a credit card or signature debit card. It is 0.36% when using a PIN debit card. Those additional processing fees generally do not apply when paying with cash, check, SNAP EBT, or EWIC. So the commissary is not completely fee-free, and it may not be cheaper for every individual item. But depending on the products you purchase and grocery prices in your local area, it can still produce meaningful savings. The best approach is to shop there once, compare the cost of the products your household normally buys, and decide whether the benefit makes sense for you. Benefit number three is access to certain MWR recreational facilities. This is where base access becomes much more interesting than simply shopping for groceries. Eligible service-connected veterans can use certain revenue-producing morale, welfare, and recreation activities. Examples can include golf courses, bowling centers, recreational lodging, military resorts, restaurants, marinas, equipment rentals, movie theaters, vehicle storage facilities, kennels, campgrounds, and RV parks. Depending on the installation, you may also be able to rent camping equipment, kayaks, bicycles, or other outdoor recreational gear. You might be able to play a round of golf, visit a base bowling alley, see a movie, rent an RV site, or use a military marina. Not every installation has the same facilities, and not every MWR program is automatically open to this veteran category. Before making a long drive, search for the name of the installation followed by the letters MWR. Review the installation's official MWR website, and then call the specific facility you want to use. Ask whether they accept service-connected veterans using a VHIC under the expanded patronage benefit. That short phone call can prevent a wasted trip. Benefit number four is military recreational lodging. Service-connected veterans may be eligible for military campgrounds, RV parks, cottages, cabins, destination recreation facilities, military resorts, and certain military hotels. Some official military lodging facilities may also accept eligible veterans on a space-available basis. The words space available are important. Active duty missions, official travelers, and other higher priority guests may receive priority. Individual properties may also have different reservation windows or local eligibility requirements. Do not assume every military hotel will accept a reservation based only on your VHIC. Before booking airfare or planning an entire trip, contact the property directly and ask whether veterans rated below 100% are eligible to stay there. Even within the same military branch, one property may accept your eligibility while another follows a more restrictive local policy. Benefit number 5 is American Forces Travel. Service-connected veterans can use American Forces Travel, the military community's leisure travel booking service. Depending on the destination and the available offers, you may find airfare, hotels, rental cars, cruises, vacation packages, and discounted event tickets. But treat it like any other travel booking website. Always compare the final price against booking directly with the hotel, airline, cruise line, or rental car company. A military travel website does not guarantee that every offer will be the lowest price available. The benefit is that it gives you another place to look for military rates, special packages, and discounts. Many installations also have an information, tickets, and travel office offering discounted admission to theme parks, attractions, concerts, and local events. However, access to the physical ticket office is not automatically guaranteed for every veteran using the expanded benefit. The installation may allow access depending on local capacity and policy. Individual vendors may also restrict certain discounts to active duty service members, retirees, or other specific groups. Do not assume that base access automatically qualifies you for every Disney, Universal Studios, concert, or attraction discount advertised by the installation. Call the ticket office and verify your eligibility before making plans. Now let's talk about spouses and children, because this is one of the most misunderstood parts of the benefit. When your eligibility is based solely on a service-connected rating from 0% through 90%, the benefit belongs to you, the eligible veteran. Your spouse and children do not automatically receive their own independent shopping or MWR privileges. They may be allowed to accompany you onto the installation as guests, but they may need to present acceptable identification and complete the installation's visitor screening process. Once inside, they can accompany you, but they are not independently authorized to make purchases or use the benefits without you. That means your spouse generally cannot take your VHIC, drive onto the installation alone, and shop using your eligibility. This is different from the rules for certain veterans rated 100% disabled or receiving qualifying individual unemployability. Those veterans may qualify for a Department of Defense identification card, and eligible dependents may receive their own identification cards and privileges. For veterans below 100%, think of your spouse and children as your guests, not as independent authorized patrons. Finally, it is important to understand what this benefit does not include. Military base access does not turn a veteran rated 10%, 50%, or 90% into a military retiree. You receive valuable shopping and recreational privileges, but you do not automatically receive unlimited use of every facility on the installation. Military fitness centers and gyms are generally not included in the standard expanded access benefit. Child development programs are also not included. Libraries, swimming pools, fitness programs, and other community services may be available only at the installation's discretion. A rating from 0% through 90% also does not qualify you for space. A military flights solely because you are service-connected. Disabled Veteran Space A. Eligibility generally requires a permanent service-connected disability rated as total, along with the required Department of Defense identification. These benefits are also not guaranteed at overseas military installations. Host country laws and international agreements can restrict commissary, exchange, and MWR access outside the United States. Always contact an overseas installation before making travel plans. The biggest takeaway from this video is that the threshold is not 100%. If you were honorably discharged and the VA has granted you a service-connected disability rating, even a non-compensable 0% rating, you may qualify for military base benefits right now. Those benefits can include commissary groceries, tax-free exchange shopping, golf courses, bowling centers, campgrounds, recreational lodging, equipment rentals, movie theaters, American Forces travel, and several other programs. Get a VHIC displaying the words Service Connected, or bring your real ID and VA eligibility documentation. On your first visit, register your credential at the Visitor Control Center. Once registered, your enrollment is typically valid for 1 to 3 years, or until 1 year after your last visit to that installation. And always call individual MWR facilities before making a special trip. These are real benefits that many eligible veterans are simply not using. Comment below with your VA rating and the military installation closest to you. And if you have already used your VHIC on base, tell us which installation you visited, how the registration process worked, and which facilities you were allowed to use. Your experience could help another veteran prepare for their first visit. And send this video to the veteran who still believes military base benefits are only available to retirees and veterans rated 100%.